Bagels might seem simple, but behind every bite is a wild journey through massive machines, boiling tanks, and blazing ovens. In giant factories, soft lumps of dough are quickly shaped, boiled, baked, and packed, turning into the golden, chewy bagels we eat daily. It's fast, precise, and strangely satisfying to watch. These bagels aren't handmade in small shops. They're crafted by the thousands every hour with industrial magic. Want to see how your breakfast is made? Stay connected as we explore curtain on one of the coolest food factory processes. Subscribe to our channel for the latest factory secrets. Bagel factories begin by sourcing bulk quantities of high-quality ingredients: high-gluten flour, water, yeast, salt, and sweeteners like malt syrup or sugar. These are stored in massive silos and automatically dispensed by weight into industrial mixers. Machines like the Peerless horizontal mixer blend thousands of pounds of dough at a time. Temperature-controlled water ensures consistent dough texture, while built-in timers prevent overmixing. The dough is mixed until smooth and elastic, which is critical for the bagel's chewy bite. At this scale, factories mix up to 10,000 pounds of dough per hour, all monitored by computer systems for accuracy and efficiency. After mixing, the dough needs time to rest and ferment, a crucial step that develops flavor and structure. In industrial settings, dough is transferred to resting troughs or large hoppers, where it sits for 20 to 30 minutes. This allows the gluten to relax and carbon dioxide to form as the yeast ferments the sugars. Unlike homemade bagels, factories control this stage using humidity and temperature regulation to prevent premature drying or overproofing. Dough resting helps create the dense but airy texture that bagels are known for. Some facilities even use continuous fermentation systems to streamline resting while maintaining the desired consistency and depth of flavor. Once rested, the dough enters a divider-rounder machine that cuts and shapes it into equal portions. Each dough ball typically weighs 3 to 4 ounces, depending on the product specification. Industrial machines like the Belshore divider rounder can process up to 10,000 pieces per hour, all perfectly shaped and uniform. This level of precision ensures consistency in size and weight across millions of bagels, which is critical for both packaging and baking. After rounding, dough pieces may be sprayed with water or covered lightly in flour to prevent sticking before moving on to conveyor belts for the next stage, shaping. Traditional hand-rolling of bagels has been replaced in factories by high-speed shaping machines that mimic the classic technique. Machines like the AM Manufacturing Bagel former extrude dough ropes, form them into circles, and seal the ends seamlessly. This replicates the hand twist, but at incredible speeds, up to 7,000 bagels per hour per line. These machines also include sensors to detect misshapen pieces and redirect them for reprocessing. At this stage, factories can switch between plain, sesame, everything, or whole wheat varieties by changing flour or topping inputs. Bagels are then placed on boards or trays, ready for proofing and pre-bake boiling. Proofing is the final rise before boiling, allowing yeast to activate and puff the dough slightly. In industrial bagel plants, this takes place in climate-controlled proofing tunnels or rooms set at 80 degrees Fahrenheit and 80 to 90% humidity. Bagels proof for 30 to 40 minutes, depending on the recipe, which gives them volume without becoming airy like regular bread. Factories monitor this phase with moisture sensors and automated airflow to keep the environment stable. Some facilities use retarder proofers to slow fermentation, improving shelf life and flavor. Once the dough reaches the right size, it's automatically moved onto the boiling line using conveyor belts. The boiling step is what gives bagels their famous chewy crust and glossy finish. Factories use large-scale boiling tunnels filled with water mixed with malt syrup, baking soda, or lye to control pH and texture. Conveyor belts gently submerge bagels for 30 to 60 seconds per side. This gelatinizes the surface starch and locks in moisture before baking. Unlike breads that go straight into the oven, boiled bagels develop a tight skin that helps hold their shape. The water's temperature and flow rate are computer-controlled for precision. At this stage, toppings like poppy seeds or sesame are sprinkled while the dough is still sticky. After boiling, bagels move to the topping application stage, where seeds like sesame and poppy or flavors like onion and garlic are added. Automated applicators ensure even distribution using vibration and sensor-guided technology for consistency. Depending on the order, toppings may vary by batch or row. To reduce waste, vacuum systems reclaim unused toppings for reuse. For everything bagels, multi-compartment systems mix and apply a blend of seeds, garlic, onion, and salt. Quality control cameras monitor the process process to ensure perfect coverage before baking. As demand for bagels rises, this advanced production system helps manufacturers meet efficiency and quality standards. Baking happens in massive tunnel ovens that stretch over 100 feet long and use radiant or convection heat. Conveyor belts carry bagels through zones of rising temperatures starting at 400 degrees Fahrenheit and peaking at 475 degrees Fahrenheit to bake the interior and crisp the crust. These ovens bake thousands of bagels per hour and are equipped with moisture control systems to prevent drying out. The total bake time ranges from 15 to 20 minutes, with every stage digitally monitored for browning, core temperature, and texture. By the end, the bagels have their final color, bite, and a perfect split crust. After baking, bagels are routed through spiral or linear cooling conveyors to bring their internal temperature below 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Cooling is essential for product stability. Hot bagels would sweat and turn soggy in packaging. Airflow, humidity, and speed are carefully adjusted using built-in sensors. The cooling process usually takes 15 to 30 minutes, depending on factory output. Once cooled, bagels are directed toward the packaging area via conveyor sorters. This transition is smooth, hands-free, and hygiene-controlled to ensure no contamination. The entire process from mixing to cooling takes less than 2.5 hours, making it remarkably efficient. In the final step, bagels are automatically sorted, counted, and dropped into bags, clamshells, or vacuum-sealed packs. Machines such as the Formax Bagel Bagger can pack up to 60 units per minute. Packages are flushed with nitrogen in some facilities to extend shelf life. Barcode systems and automated labelers attach nutritional data, batch codes, and expiration dates. Robotic arms stack finished packages into shipping boxes for palletizing. All processes are inspected by metal detectors and X-ray scanners to meet FDA food safety regulations. The result? Sealed, consistent bagels shipped to grocers, cafes, and institutions across the country. Global bagel production is no longer just about efficiency, it's also about sustainability and smart distribution. Modern factories are adopting greener practices at every step. Many now run on solar or wind energy, significantly cutting carbon emissions. Unused dough is composted or turned into animal feed, while wastewater from the boiling process is filtered, treated, and reused, helping reduce water waste. Even packaging is getting an eco-upgrade, with recyclable and biodegradable materials replacing plastic. Industry giants like Grupo Bimbo and Greyston Bakery have committed to ambitious sustainability goals, including zero landfill waste and 100% renewable energy by 2030. As the global bagel market surpasses $12 billion in 2024, growth in Europe and Asia continues to soar. Through eco-conscious innovation and global logistics, the simple bagel has become a symbol of sustainable worldwide snacking. From the silo to your store shelf, the industrial bagel process combines tradition with innovation. Automation ensures consistent quality while meeting global demand. Whether you're enjoying a sesame bagel for breakfast or picking up a dozen from the store, you now know the journey behind every bite. Bagels are no longer just for weekends. They're available everywhere, every day. Want to learn more about how your favorite foods are made? Subscribe to our channel for more behind-the-scenes insights.